Hi everyone, it's Keith with Arkenberg Farms. It is early Friday morning. Just taking a walk through the greenhouse real quick. Seeing a cucumber beetle fly by me. Need to take care of them. But anyways, the footage I'm getting ready to show you right here was shot last Monday. It was talking about cover cropping and had my field block out behind me cover cropped with wheat. Over the winter this year to hold the dirt down, because it's the first year that I'm moving out there and kicking the old farmer off the land. Need to get rid of the corn and soybean mix and the glyphosate and all those harsh chemicals out there, so I was taking it over. The footage I shot, the sound didn't work in the first like 3 clips, so there's 2 no sound intro, no sound or something like that. I don't know, I put some notes on there, but basically had wheat cover cropped out there, spread sun hemp to cover it, and well, that's what I put back on it, was sun hemp for the summer cover crop. But you can go ahead and watch the video. It's pretty self-explanatory. At the beginning you don't really get any sound, and the rest just keeps going. So I apologize for that. Mic wasn't connected in quite right here, so even got my first harvest of celery this week too. Nice. All right, enjoy. Thank you. Now I'm just going to run the tractor in second gear with my PTO on 1. Going to do it about half throttle speed, and we'll see how far we spread in both directions. Initially here, I'm just going to go down the center because I believe it should take me 3 passes per field block. Last year when I spread the wheat I did it on 2, but I had a higher broadcast ratio. But this year I want to keep it back, maybe do it thin. Who knows, maybe I'll get a couple more swipes involved as well. But this is just where I'm starting at for now. So let's go. Okay. Now it looks like I got 5 passes per block. There's 2. Really hard to tell. There's 3. The seat's so small and you can't see it coming out. 4. And then we got 5. Well, I guess I got 6 or 7 over here and 5 on the other. Like I said, the seat's so small, it's really hard to see, to even know that it's coming out, get a load where it's going or how far it's spreading. That's why I intentionally held the seating rate way down on the seater. I figured the more passes, the better. Now I'm going to go back up front, get this thing off of here, and get the disc on. See if I can turn you around. Hey, I can turn around while I'm still shooting. Cool. Now I'm going to go and change the cone spreader off, put the disc on, and then run all over back of the whole entire thing again. So I'll get back with you here in a little bit. So far so good though, it's actually cooperating. Okay, before I go through and start to disc this in, I've got a bunch of weeds I need to take care of, a few specific varieties. This one right here is Lisbedetha. Highly invasive. These little white flowers go to seed. They do like a dandelion type seed. So once they do, it blows all over the place. It's a continuous seed, and if we don't have a real cold winter, they'll just overwinter and they come back. The next type we have out here, which the mare's tail is, or not mare's tail, the Lisbedetha is the highest priority. Right here, this is mare's tail. It grows up, it'll send a stalk up, and eventually it kind of peeks over. Kind of looks like a horse's tail, so that's where the name comes from. This is not a huge priority to get out of here. When I brush hog this, it'll take it down and it'll set it way back to where I won't have to worry about it for a while. It doesn't really go to seed until fall, so hopefully by then the sun hemp cover crop will be tall enough, and when I brush hog it out of here, I shouldn't have to worry about it. The other ones we have out here, go out a little further into the field here. We have this, which I'm not exactly sure what this is. I've just always called it a soft thistle. And it's not as much of a worry either, because it's real slow to flower. Does it real late in the season. We got one more out here, which I only see one over the whole field, which is way back over that way. But it's just your common Canadian thistle. It'll go constantly. They're already starting to shoot out the red flowers, which means when I see those, I'll just take a spade shovel, pop it up out of the ground, throw it in the back of a little yard cart here, along with all the Lisbedetha. I'll go through and pull all of it by hand. Pretty simple. Go in, grab it down by the base, pop it up by the roots, and I'll take all this stuff and we'll burn it. So I'll get to that, and then we'll go on to disking in the sun hemp I just spread everywhere. Well, I've decided to have a little bit of change in game plan. I got all the Lisbedetha out here behind me. You can see it's a pretty good shank in the back of my truck there. And now instead of going for disking, I'm going to go straight with the brush hog. The reason why I'm doing that, I noticed when I was running the cone spreader out there earlier that I was knocking a lot of the wheat and other stuff over. And I don't necessarily want to knock it over. I want to mulch it and turn it up and get it real fine as possible. So the more times I drive over it, the more I knock over, the less I'm actually going to be able to mulch. So I'm just going to run the brush hog. That'll give me a good ground cover. And then I'm just going to hope that the disc, when I pull it through, will still just kind of crumble up the top just a little bit. I had problems with trying to disc over all the corn husks last time from the last crop of corn that was in there last year. But we'll see how it goes. And away we go. I'll just do this until we're done. Woo-hoo! Just want to do a real quick before. So we got drive line, cover cropped area. There's another drive line over there, and another cover cropped area. So there's before. And hopefully after a while I'll be able to show you after, before it gets dark tonight. And this is after. Completely knocked down, flat, pretty much dead. One thing I was kind of worried about was where I was driving over stuff, and it proved to get most of it, but there's still a few stalks sticking up here and there. But all in all, it did a good job. Again, it's like 4 days later. I never did get a chance to disc out here. It rained, let's see, Tuesday, so I got a little muddy, and I spent, I don't know, half a day pulling the weeds out, then another, I think it was 45 minutes to an hour. Every block I brush hogged, and I brush hogged 2 of them. So it took a little longer than I expected, but got it done. Now I need to brush hog all of this out here, which is another, 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 acres. I'm not exactly certain. But the good thing out here is I spread fescue and rye underneath this spring. So when I buzz all this stuff off with the brush hog, I should have grass. Kind of like what's out there where all the tree line's planted at. Well, hope y'all like what you saw here today. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all. Have a good day.